yeah, but that was that. That was yeah. That's all I had for that definition. And,
Let's check the comment.
okay.
Go ahead.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. Shalom. Alright. Video is working. Let's go ahead and get it started. You know what it is, man. If you've seen these videos, you know what it is. Nothing new. Back here on the highways and byways, preaching the truth to the hopeful elect of Israel out there. You know, out here every Saturday, every week, man. It's not nothing new. So, without further ado, I want to begin the camp lesson off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, double blessing and honor to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth through the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. You know, back here with another camp lesson. You know, Lord willing to be edifying to you all out there who either watch this, come across it, or just hear it. So, I don't have much planned for this camp lesson, man. Just got a few precepts I'm gonna pull out. You know, Lord willing to be edifying to you all. I'm gonna go over a little bit of some of the events that happened this past week in the news and whatnot. And we're gonna be talking about various topics today, so yeah, let's get into it, man. So the biggest thing I would say this week that happened was the DOD directive. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically like summarizing it, but Salaki, I was trying to pull it up. But basically it gave like US troops and whatnot the ability to use force, you know what I'm saying, lethal force, whether they have to, you know what I'm saying, delete you or whatnot, against US citizens. So that's basically what that was. And we know what that is, you know, that's just martial law. They're preparing for martial law. So they're basically saying that if anything's going on, you know, US troops are allowed to harm citizens, you know, and people pay attention to all of these other like distractions and whatnot that's going on in the world. Like for instance, let's say P. Diddy, you know, people will look at that, but then they don't realize that something that's being passed like this, you know what I'm saying, the DOD directive that's a big deal, man. I mean, it's a good thing for us because we know that we're in the latter days, so things like this have to come to pass. But for those who are actually gonna, you know what I'm saying, have to deal with these things and not paying attention. So, like I said, when things hit the fan, man, these people are gonna get caught off guard. Okay, so last night I seen a news article and it basically was saying like the whole country of Cuba or whatnot, or you know, they had a power grid outage. It's like the whole country is like 10 million people over there or something like that. They like out of power, you know, they don't have no type of power, no type of, you know what I'm saying, just like a big power outage on their grid. They can't use no electronics or nothing like that. All of that stuff. And you know what I'm saying, our elders have been talking about things like that coming over here and happening over here, you know. There's no telling when, you know what I'm saying, you have a cyber attack or anything like that, or, you know what I'm saying, global shutdown. But things like that are gonna happen over here, man. So this place hasn't seen anything yet. Like the elders always say, man, you know, we're coming into times like that have never been seen before on the earth. And that includes everything that's happened in history, man. All of these things, you know, whether it was World War II, whether it's Civil War, whether it's the Trail of Tears, whether it's Hiroshima, Nagasaki, all of these things, man, those things aren't even gonna be measurable to what's about to happen to this place. Okay, then another article I seen that popped up. Well, I'm about to pull it up right here. Salakia. It says, woman raped and deleted when passed out on park bench. So you know what I'm saying? The love of many is waxing cold, man, and it also reads that, you know what I'm saying, that their wives are gonna be ravished in that day. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull that up as well after I read this. It says a sexual predator has been found guilty of rape and manslaughter of a woman he attacked while she was unconscious on a park bench. Muhammad Aidal, 35, repeatedly sexually assaulted 37-year-old Natalie Schroeder in Southall Park in West London, and this happened in 2021. I didn't even know that, but it says the Old Bailey heard Miss Schroeder died of a heart attack caused by little Idol raping her again and again. And this is the dude right here. Looks like a Hamite, man. Look at this nigga. All of the things going on. This place is going down, man. So let's see what the scriptures have to say about that. This is Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 16, and it reads, their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled and their wives ravished. And in the NLT, their little children will be dashed to death before their eyes. Their homes will be sacked and their wives will be raped. That's what the scriptures have to say about it, man. Everything that we pull out is through the scriptures, man. It's not through opinion, you know. All of these things that we pull out has to be factual, has to be out the book. So then people can't say that we're taking it on our own way or whatnot, you know. We just are messengers of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. So it doesn't matter what we think concerning the scriptures, you know, because the Lord put it forth for us to speak on these things, you know, to send his message out into the world. And we know that we're prophesying to the hopeful elect of Israel, because the majority of the people who hear this word are going to reject it anyways. So continuing on, man. Another top Hezbollah leader was deleted this past week as well, you know. And I'm gonna go ahead and pull that up, because I have that scripture up as well. I mean, I have that article up as well. Let me pull it up real quick. Yeah, man, it said over 10 million people left in the dark from power grid failure in Cuba, man. Let me go ahead though. So lucky, it wasn't Hezbollah, it was a Hamas leader. But you know, all of those Arabic countries, you know what I'm saying, are being targeted by the Israelis and America. America is getting more and more involved in that war. Shalaki. Israeli forces in Gaza deleted Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar, the architect of the October 7, 2023 terrorist attacks, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Milakowski announced. In an address today, Vice President Kamala Harris said Sinwar's death gives an opportunity to finally end the war in Gaza. And we know that's not going to happen, man. The Israelis have killed multiple top leaders in the Hezbollah and the Hamas. You know what I'm saying? Lots of top leaders of those Arabic nations. They deleted a lot of them these past 6 months. The first major one was really deleted in like I believe June or July. But within this past, like since September, they've deleted at least 3 or 4, man. Like it's escalating, you know. These things are escalating for a reason. This war is escalating. Everybody's involvement in it is escalating. You know, Russia is telling the Israelis to get out of Lebanon. You know what I'm saying? They're telling them to stop messing with the Lebanese because ultimately they back them. Same with America. You know, they back the Israelis. They over there shooting stuff in Beirut as well. Salakia. And another thing too. I think this just happened recently, like within the past few hours. Let me see if I can get an article up on it real quick. Yeah. So it says Milakowski's home targeted in drone strike launched from Lebanon. A terrorist drone strike targeting Prime Minister Benjamin Milakowski's seaside residence was launched from Lebanon this morning. One of the buildings close to the Israeli leader's family home was struck by the drone strike. The Israel Defense Forces confirmed. It is understood that 3 drones entered Israeli airspace today after eluding the air defenses. 2 of them were shot down after the breach. So, as you can see, man, these people also targeted his home as well. You know, like we said, I've seen people saying or whatnot after they deleted that dude, the Hamas leader. You know, people have been saying like, you know, we're fighting back at our enemies and all these things, but they don't realize that, you know what I'm saying, what you put out is gonna come right back to you. So that's just something small that's happened. You know, they didn't necessarily harm him, but they just showing like an article I seen today. You know what I'm saying? They just showing that they know that they can, you know what I'm saying, put pressure on them or whatnot, if that makes sense. You know, that what they doing to the Iranian or to the Arabic nations, you know, can also be brought back upon them. So the Amalekites have a lot to worry about because they also gonna be warring with the Lord as well. So we'll see that in the soon times to come. And then the last thing, you know, it was a video that surfaced on TikTok, you know, regarding about, you know, things that's coming to pass and whatnot. You know, the average lifespan of a kingdom or of that's the right word, kingdom or empire is 250 years, you know, and Esau Edom Empire, more so specifically Babylon the Great, has been in rulership for about 248 years. So basically people are trying to say like that Babylon the Great could be, you know what I'm saying, coming down within 2 years, you know what I'm saying? Because they're saying that's like the average lifespan of a kingdom is 250 years, which, you know, this place don't have 2 years, man. Lord willing, they don't even see that. Lord willing, praying to Yahweh Bahashim Hawashai, man, that something very terrible happens to this place this year. That Jacob trouble comes this year. That's what we praying on, man. We praying that it happens this year. Cause the brothers, we ready to get up out of this place, man. Real talk, we're ready to get up out of this place. We've been putting in the work, and you know, I've only been teaching on the highways and byways for 6 months, but it's been brothers out here that's been out here way longer than me, and I know that I can't even imagine how tired they are from laboring and whatnot and just want their rest, man. Because this is a job. You know, this is the number one priority in our lives. It's pushing this truth, you know what I'm saying, gaining knowledge, gaining wisdom, and fearing the Lord. That's the number one thing in our life, because all of this other stuff that goes on in the world that we got to deal with, whether it's work, whether it's school, for me, it's school, whether it's, you know what I'm saying, women and whatnot, all of these things, the worldly things that come with life, we're not worried about that, man. We worried about making ourselves fat for the other side, you know, for the life that is to come, because we know that this life here is about to end. That's why a lot of people gonna be sick, man. They don't understand that. You ain't gonna be able to bring the riches that you have in this world, you know what I'm saying, over to the kingdom. You know, those things aren't gonna profit you. As a matter of fact, since I mentioned that, let's go ahead and pull it up. Salakia. Like I said, man, I'm just gonna be pulling up precepts. This is Proverbs chapter 11 and verse 4. Actually, verse 3. And the point being in verse 4. The integrity of the upright shall guide them, but the perverseness of transgressors shall destroy them. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. So that's why we're striving and doing what we're trying to do, man. We're just trying to do what the Lord intended us to do, which is preach the word, which is be a servant. Shalom, brother Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah, man. Shalom. You know, that's why we're striving to do what the Lord intended us to do, man, which is to preach the word, which is to give our body up as a living sacrifice, which is to be a doer of the word and not just a hearer, man. Because we're striving to live a righteous lifestyle. Now, can we live a righteous lifestyle on this side? No, because we're not in the new covenant. We're not going to be made pure until Yahweh returns and we're in the kingdom. But as for now, you know what I'm saying, you still should be striving to live a righteous lifestyle. And if the brother is still on here, could you please give me that precept? Because it just popped up in my mind, and let me see if I can find that, matter of fact. It speaks on trying to live a righteous lifestyle, even though since we're in this flesh, we can't do it. Because we have all of these other things that's setting us back. But let me see. Let me see. I might have found it. Lord willing, I did, man. But let me see. If I can't find it, I'm just gonna continue on. But I don't want to just stay stuck on this. Yeah, Salakia, I can't find it, but it's fine. We just gonna continue on. Yeah, man, it's 250 years. This kingdom is coming to an end, though. So, like I said, we always praying for the days to be shortened and praying to be up out of here real soon, man. We ain't gonna be out here forever, you know. There's gonna be a point in time where we finally get our rest. So, it's really like the main purpose of the video, but like I said, it's gonna be various topics as well. This is 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of the Most High power, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof, from such turn away. For of this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women laden with sins, led away with diverse lusts, ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth. So we coming into hard times, man. Like I said, we coming into times that no human being has ever seen ever. It's so terrible that our minds can't even comprehend it. The things that we thinking of, it's not nearly as bad as what's going to happen. The water, that's what I was talking about. It's 1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 11. But you, Timothy, are a man of the Most High power. So run from all these evil things. Pursue righteousness and a godly life, along with faith, love, perseverance, and gentleness. And see, that's why, you know what I'm saying, the Lord tells us to be holy. And what does it mean to be holy? To separate yourselves. When you come into this truth, you're not going to be living the same way that you were when you was in the world, man. It's the reason why it says to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. You know, there's a reason why it says that. All of these things that are in the book that the Lord gave us is for us to live an easier and simpler life. But the place that we live in now, Esau Edom fucked that up for us. You know, it made it impossible to live comfortably over here. That's why everybody go through a whole bunch of bullshit all day, every day. But like I said though, we're coming into perilous times, man. And if you're still on here, brother, you missed one of the articles I was speaking of earlier. I'm finna pull it up real quick. We're coming into perilous times. And like I said, these things that are happening in the world, whether it be like I spoke on in one of my other lessons this past week, you know what I'm saying? It was like it was just 5 heads laying on the side of a highway, man. And these things like this are going to keep increasing. Crazy things like this are going to keep increasing. They found 5 decapitated bodies on the side of a highway in Mexico, man. But this one was woman raped and deleted when she was passed out on a park bench, man. That's dang near worse than that dude lassoing that girl and dragging her into the street and doing it. This dude seen a woman laying on the ground and look, it look like a Hamite person right here. It don't even look like a Hamite. That's dang near worse than the lady getting lassoed. Nah, I'm gonna be honest. The lasso one was crazy. That one might have been worse. The lasso one might have been crazier. That dude literally lassoed that woman, drug her down. Bro, that's more terrifying than a woman just being asleep and laying on the park bench, man. But let me get back focused, man. Let me get back focused. But like I was saying though, even that DOD directive, let's pull something up, man. Because I think, in my opinion, that was probably the biggest thing that came out this week. And like the brothers say, man, you miss a day, you miss a lot. You miss a day, you miss a lot. Let me see. This is Sirach, also known as Ecclesiasticus chapter 12 and verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. And, you know, if you don't, for Jake, if you can't see who your enemy is, because you clearly don't, because whenever this, you know what I'm saying, this word or this truth comes out, you always want to ask, where will the white man be when all of these things happen? The white man, Esau Edom, is our enemy. You know, it speaks on that in the scriptures. And I'm gonna pull up a precept regarding it in a second. But if you can't understand who your enemy is, then that's your problem right there. You gotta know who your enemy is. That's why I says keep your enemies, or keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Yeah. But we have to be able to, you know what I'm saying, know and think of the things that Esau Edom is trying to brew through all of his wickedness. You know, Esau Edom is very wise. They're very slick group of individuals. All of the things that they do, like I said, nothing is a coincidence. Everything that happens is because of Yahweh. Everything is planned because of him. Shalom. All right. Talk to you later, brother. So everything that happens is because of him. You know? So Esau Edom, whenever he does something, you have to realize that there's something underlying. Why did he do these things? You got to think about it. Why did he decide to, you know what I'm saying? Let's just take this for instance, because this is the biggest distraction right now in modern media. Why did they decide to, you know what I'm saying, indict Diddy now when they know he's been doing all of this wickedness and all of these weird acts for decades now? They've known about this. It's not nothing new. You know what I'm saying? And there shall be nothing new under the sun. You know, we've known that he's been doing things like that. Same with R. Kelly. But why did they punish him? Some may say because they was trying to do things that the white man was doing, which, you know what I'm saying, that could be true or whatnot. You know, it is what it is. But looking past that, it's just their time, man. Judgment from the Lord. Especially with Diddy, man. That nigga is wicked as hell. He was doing some diabolical things, man. Like, for real. But that's just how it plays out, man. You know, Esau Edom always, just remember this. If you don't remember anything, if you see something big in the news, for instance, like the Diddy case, just know that something is about to happen real big. That's just a cover-up. So, like I said, they got all this Diddy stuff going on. What just got put in place? DOD directive, martial law, just got legalized. Do you hear anybody talking about that? Not at all. Nobody's talking about that though. They talking about 1,000 bottles of baby oil, 700 dildos. They talking about shit like that. You know what I'm saying? The folly and the carnal minded things of this world. You know what I'm saying? Things that are in the flesh, things that don't matter. We're looking at things that are coming to pass in the world daily, every day, weekly. You know, we're thinking about things that's happening that's gonna impact the future of us reaching salvation. You know, of us being saved by our Savior, Yahweh Shai, through Yahweh, or Salakia. Yahweh Shai, through Yahweh Shai, to Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? That's what I meant to say. But there's a reason why all of these things are coming out to play on the earth today. All of these things with the floods, with FEMA, all of these things, man. There's a reason why these things are happening. It's not a coincidence. It's Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that right grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. So let's get in the NLT. What sorrow awaits the unjust judges and those who issue unfair laws. They deprive the poor of justice and deny the rights of the needy among my people. They prey on widows and take advantage of orphans. And who does that? Esau, Edom. They take advantage of the poor people. They take advantage of anybody if they can, whether it be through extortion or coercion. You know, when they make these laws, they have their own selves in mind, you know, because they're selfish people. They don't care. They have an agenda that they're trying to reach. They have a goal that they're trying to reach, man. They're trying to depopulate this place. So they're going to do whatever they can or whatever it takes to push that or put that into action. That's why that DOD directive thing just got passed, martial law. They're going to use that to control the people. Why are all of these cities and these towns being wiped out, you know what I'm saying, through these floods or through this weather that they're saying is man-made, so they can kill off all these people, forget about them. What did they do to us? They did the same thing to us, right? Right? Remember they used to burn down our towns, the towns we had, go in and kill all our people and just build over the town and make it their own, or just put a pond, or Salaki, not a pond, but put a lake over it. You know what I'm saying? It used to be a town under here, yeah. Or build a highway through it. You know what I'm saying? They do stuff like that all the time. That's why they ain't helping their people. You know what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck. That's why they're not helping the people, man. They're not sending no FEMA checks to you at all. You know, Joe Biden just signed a $170 billion contract to, you know what I'm saying, relieve 5 million people of student loan debt. That's $35,000 per person. How much did the FEMA people get? $750. Like I said, man, they don't give a fuck about y'all. They don't care. Your government doesn't care about you. So why would you think that anything that it comes to pass, or any laws that come to pass, or any person that's gonna be in the government or in the presidential spot is gonna do anything to help the people? Why would you think that? When you just seen what just happened. They gave y'all $750, but yet they funded Israel and they funded Ukraine. Make that make sense. Let it sink in. They don't give a fuck about you, bro. They don't. They don't care. This is Psalm chapter 58 and verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. So that's why it ties into everything that I just said, man. They go home and they speak lies. They might say, oh, you know what I'm saying, we're sending people to help you. You know what I'm saying? There's a search party coming for you. And you don't see shit come for you. And then you just looking like, damn, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? How would you feel if you was in that situation? But you know, that's just happening to the non-believers, you know, to the people that's not of the hopeful elect. You know, it was brothers down there and they wasn't affected by the storm at all. You know, they fear the Lord. They calling on the true names, and the Lord protected them. So this First Thessalonians chapter 2, chapter 5 and verse 2, Salakia. And the point being in 3, for yourselves to know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. But ye, brethren, are not in the darkness, that day shall overtake you as a thief. Ye are children, are all the children of the light, and the children of the day. We are not of the night, nor of darkness. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. And that is our jobs, man. We got to watch and be sober. We got to be watchmen. That's why the elders and the apostles always say, you miss a day, you miss a lot. This thing is constantly clicking, constantly progressing, constantly moving forward. You know, things are happening daily, hourly, minutely. I don't even know if that's a word, but you get my point. Things are happening just like that. You know, I have one day where, you know what I'm saying, you can get into your bank. A few hours later, your bank account is closed. You can't get your money. Can't access it. You know, people have been having troubles with their banking as well for like the past 2-3 weeks now. This place don't have no order, you know. You could do whatever the fuck you want to do. So, it's okay. That's why Yahweh Shai is coming back. And he's not coming back trying to come down, shake hands and stuff. He's coming to send a sword, man. He's coming to send judgment to this place, man. Because that's what it needs. It needs judgment. Too many non-believers, too many people that, you know what I'm saying, disrespect the name of the Lord. The names, the true names of the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai, man? Too many people are disrespecting their names. And when He comes back, He's gonna, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's gonna know that name. And everybody's gonna bow down and respect to it, man. Everybody's gonna bow down and have respect. They're gonna give respect. This is Hosea chapter 4 and verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. That thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy most high power, I will also forget thy children. So, what children is the Lord talking about? He's talking about the 2/3 of Israel. You know, the Lord's children are the Israelites, but not all of the Lord's children will be saved. On this side, you know, Israelites will be roaming and dwelling in the kingdom of heaven, and they're still going to be above all the heathen nations. You know what I'm saying? That's not going to change. But the hopeful elect, the 144,000, are going to be the ones that's ruling with the 1/3 as well. You know, that's the elect of the nation of Israel. The 2/3, they're the ones that are going to perish on this side via the second death, lake of fire, which are the ICBMs, the intercontinental ballistic missiles that will be sent over to this place. Y'all are going to have y'all part in that destruction because you rejected knowledge. The prophets of the Lord try to speak to you. You rejected them. You know, you rejected the Lord. You rejected the word. This word has been going out for 40 plus years. You know, by way of New York, one of the biggest and most populated cities in America. A lot of people have heard this truth, and the majority of them have rejected it because only a remnant will be saved. What is this? What does it read in the verses? What does it read in the book? Matthew chapter 22 and verse 14. For many are called, but few are chosen. And that's Yahweh Shah speaking, man. It's in the red letter. For many are called, but few are chosen. What does it also speak on regarding that as well? It's 2nd Ezra chapter 8 and verse 1. And he answered me, saying, the Most High hath made this world for many, but the world to come for few. Which is why it says, if ye love the world, the love of the Father is not in you, and ye are liars. If you say you love the Father and you love the world, you're a liar. So you can't love both. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways, man. If ye faint in the day of adversity, your faith is weak. We got to keep our faith and our trust in Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Because that's the only way we're going to be delivered up out of this place. There is no other way. It's the only way we can be saved. Through the Lord's only begotten Son, Hamashiach. This is Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 7. It says, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. Shall I not in that day, saith Yahweh, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and understanding out of the mount of Esau? And thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. So because you've done wickedness, tortured, all of these things that you've done to the Lord's children, you will be cut off as well. After you serve those 1,000 years of slavery, of course, you're going to be cut off forever. And this is Malachi 1 and verse 1. And it reads, the burden of the word of Yahweh to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith Yahweh, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith Yahweh? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. The Lord is going to lay Esau's world, which is America, to waste. It's going to be desolate. What does desolate mean? You know what I'm saying? It's going to be empty. It's going to be like a desert. There's not going to be nothing there. See all of these things that's around? You know, all of the trees and whatnot. Look at the beautiful trees. All of these things, all of these buildings that they build and whatnot, it's going to be laid desolate. All of that stuff is going away. It's not going to be there. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. And they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom Yahweh hath indignation forever. So he's going to forever be angry with you, as well as those Amalekites, which Yahweh will have war with forever and ever, from generation to generation. So for all of those people who say God loves everyone, he hates a whole nation of people, named the Edomites, who are the modern day white man. That's who Esau Edom is. He's red and hairy all over. Who fits that description perfectly? The white man. You know what I'm saying? These people, it's like you tell someone the truth, what's gonna happen, the things are gonna about to happen. Whether it be, you know what I'm saying, the end of this captivity, the end of this world that we see right now. You tell people these things, it's almost like they get vexed at it. You know, we get vexed at certain things that Jake does and all these things, but we actually, you know what I'm saying, are getting vexed at it because we understand. They have no knowledge or no understanding, and they get vexed by these things. It's like they get upset when they can't serve the white man. It's like a majority of you niggas have Stockholm syndrome, for real. And there's a reason why the elders have been using that word more recently. Because you see it. You know what I'm saying? You see it. It's apparent. It's like, if anyone say anything bad about to happen to the white man, y'all niggas get distraught. Y'all get sad. You know? You get upset. Yet, that is the same group of people who have done the most wickedest. I can't even explain it, man. It's like a loss of words. I literally can't bring forth words to speak on all of the terrible things that they've done to us. Yet them the same people that y'all want to be friends with. It's almost like when Moses led us out of Egyptian captivity, and niggas was still trying to go back and be slaves. Let me see if I can pull that up real quick, man. It's like you tell them, yeah, man, we gonna be in rulership, man. Nobody's gonna be above us. No nation's gonna be above us, ruling us no more. We not gonna be at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? The roles are gonna be reversed. Esau's gonna return at his righteous, at his, you know what I'm saying? Esau, Edom's gonna return to his right place, you know what I'm saying, as the basis of men. And we're gonna return to our rightful place, which is the top, the head of all nations, you know what I'm saying? Because we are the Lord's children, the Lord's chosen people. It's like you tell people these things, and like that should be good news to you, bro. But it's okay. That's why it says only a remnant shall be saved. You know, the people who actually believe and fear the Lord Yahweh, those are the ones that are gonna reap the benefits of doing and going through all of the things that we're going through now, man. This is happening for a reason, you know. We're not doing these things for nothing. We're doing these things because the Lord told us to do them. We're doing these things because they're the right things to do. You know what I'm saying? It's better to lead a righteous life and to fear the Lord than to lead a wicked life, or than to lead a wicked life and to forsake the Lord, man. The only thing you gain from forsaking the Lord, man, is death. But you gain a lot of things from, you know what I'm saying, listening to the Lord and trying to lead a righteous life, man. You could gain eternal life, man. And that's powerful. But it's like you tell Jake, that's why the elder apostles tell us, man, you tell her 2-3 times, if they don't get it, then they don't get it, man. Just leave it alone, bro. Because nobody want to sound like a broken record. A lot of the things that we pull out is repetitive, but that's because it's relevant, man. You're gonna keep on hearing the same things sometimes. But just because you're hearing the same things don't mean it's something bad, man. You're hearing it for a reason. So it's getting dark out here, it's getting late. But Lord willing, you know what I'm saying, the camp lesson was edifying. I'm gonna turn to the east and give full measure honor and glory to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah HaKodash. Double blessing and honors to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone once again who taught me this truth through the spirit of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. Call halal Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai Bahashem Rakah HaKodash. Lord willing, the camp lesson was edifying once again. Until next time, I say Shalom. Shalom, Israel. Shalom, Yasharallah.